Hi everyone! I am Mr. Gerald R. Vasquez,
And I am Jemima T. Guadalupe.
and we are your presenters for today.
The topic that we're going to discuss is all about
Curriculum Development Process and Models. And the objectives of the lesson is explain and summarize the curriculum development process and models.
Curriculum Development Process and Models under the subject of EDUC 19, Teacher and School Curriculum. Curriculum development process and curriculum development is a dynamic process involving many different people and procedures. Development connotes changes in systematic. A change for the better means alteration, modification, or improvement of existing condition. Curriculum development can be defined as a step-by-step process used to create positive improvements in courses. Describes all ways in which a training or a teaching organization plans and guides learning. So in today's discussion, we will going to discuss the curriculum planning, designing, implementing, and evaluating. The curriculum planning. It is considered the school vision, mission, and goals. It is also include the philosophy or strong education belief of the school. All of these will eventually be translated into the classroom desired learning outcomes of the learner. So in curriculum planning, it is concerned in making decisions about what to learn, why and how to organize the teaching learning process, taking into account existing curriculum requirements and the resources available. So the second one is curriculum designing. It is the way curriculum is conceptualized to include the selection and organization of the content, the selection and organization of the learning experiences or activities, and the selection of assessment, procedures, and tools to measure, achieve teaming outcomes. So in curriculum designing, it involves the planning activities, reading, lessons, and assessment that achieve educational goals. These include the subject-centered design, learner-centered design, and the problem-centered design.
And the third one is curriculum implementing. Is putting into the action plan which is based on the curriculum design in the classroom setting or learning environment. Implementing the curriculum is where action takes place. It involves the activities that transpire in every teacher's classroom where learning outcomes becomes an active process. And the last one is curriculum evaluating. It determines the extent to which the desired outcomes had been achieved. This procedure is ongoing, as in finding out the progress of learning or the mastery of learning. Along the way, evaluation will determine the factors that have been hindered or supported implementation. It will also pinpoint where improvement can be made and corrective measures introduced. The result of evaluation is important for decision making of curriculum planners and implementers. Now let's move on to curriculum development process and models. And the content are about Ralph Taylor model of 4 basic principles. Second is Hilda Taba model of grassroots approach. And lastly, Galen Saylor and William Alexander curriculum model. First is Ralph Taylor of 4 basic principles. Ralph Taylor is an American educator known as the father of evaluation or father of behavioral objectives. He is associated with curriculum theory and development and educational assessment and evaluation. Taylor's model, also known as Taylor's rationale, the curriculum development emphasizes the planning phase. This is presented in his book Principle of Curriculum and Instruction. He posted 4 fundamental principles which are illustrated as answer to the following questions. First, what educational purposes should the school seek to attain? Second, what educational experiences can be provided that are likely to attain these purposes? Third, how can these educational experiences be effectively organized? And lastly, how can we determine whether these purposes are being attained? Taylor's model shows that in curriculum development, the following consideration should be made. Number 1, purpose of the school. In other words, what do the students need to do in order to be successful? All objectives need to be consistent with the philosophy of the school. Second, educational experiences related to the purposes is developing learning experiences that help the students to achieve the step 1. Third, organization of the experiences. Teacher needs to determine a logical order of experience for the students. An evaluation of the experience, teacher assesses the student's ability and edits the evidence if the student achieved the objective of the lesson. And now let's go on to Hilda Taba's grassroots approaches. Hilda Taba is a curriculum theorist, curriculum reformer, and teacher educator. She contributed to the theoretical and pedagogical foundations of concept development and helped to lay the foundations of education for diverse student populations. So here's the 6 major steps to her lineal model. First, diagnosis of learners' needs and expectation of the larger society. The teacher, who is the curriculum designer, starts the process by identifying the needs of the students for whom curriculum is to be planned. Second is formulation of reaming objectives. The teacher specifies the objectives by which needs will be fulfilled. Third is selection of learning contents. The objectives selected or created suggest the subject matter or content of curriculum, not only the objectives, but the validity and significance of chosen content be determined. Fourth is the organization of the learning contents. Organize it in a particular sequence, taking into consideration the maturity of learners, their academic achievement, and their interests. And fifth is the selection of learning experiences. At this point, teachers should select appropriate instructional methodology that will involve the students with the content. And lastly, determination of what to evaluate and means of doing it. To assess the achievement of learning objectives, evaluation procedures need to be designed.
For Galen Saylor and William Alexander curriculum model. According to them, curriculum is a plan for providing sets of learning opportunities to achieve educational goal and related specific objectives for an identifiable population served by a single school center. Number 1. Goals, objectives, and domains. Curriculum planners begin by specifying the educational goals and specific objectives they wish to accomplish. Each major goals represents a curriculum domain: personal development, human relations, continued learning skills, and specialization. Number 2. Curriculum designing. Here, decision is made on appropriate learning opportunities for each domain, how and when these opportunities will be provided. Number 3. Curriculum implementation. After the designing had been created, the next step is implementation of designs by teacher. Based on the design of a curriculum plan, teachers should specify instructional objectives and then select relevant teaching methods and strategies to achieve the learning outcomes. Number 4. The evaluation. Evaluation should involve the total educational program of the school, the effectiveness of instruction, and the achievement of students.
That's all about for our discussion. I hope that you've learned something today, and happy learnings, everyone.